Come back with more. I'm afraid political chaos in Gqeberha. The Nelson Mandela Bay Council tried to meet again this afternoon. You may remember last week the council meeting was due to be the first to be presided over by the new Mayor Retief Odendaal. That was rescheduled because of access issues for a disabled councillor. It now seems that today's meetings had a similar outcome, with councillors driving from one venue to another. Our reporter Siphosethu Booi joins us now. Siphosethu, good afternoon to you. What happened this time?
Good afternoon to you, Stephen, and I must say that today has been a day of travelling from one venue to another venue due to the issue of venues and the other venues that have been designated for certain political parties, including the ANC and the EFF, were supposed to sit at separate places, as far as, of course, the issue of the council meeting actually sitting today, Stephen. Some political parties, like I mentioned, the ANC as well as the EFF, were supposed to be at the stadium this morning to attend, or rather this afternoon, to attend the council meeting that was scheduled to start at 2 p.m. But that did not happen, Stephen, as I have not heard any communication from the DA multi-party-led coalition so far. But we are now at the fire station where some other members of the coalition were supposed to sit at this particular venue for a particular council meeting that was scheduled to sit today. But joining me now is, of course, ANC councillor Gqeberha, who will explain to us further in terms of why we are at the fire station, not at the Feather Market Centre or at, of course, the stadium, as those two were actually venues that were scheduled today. Thank you, Mr. Gqeberha, for your time. Please explain to us why we are at this particular venue, not at the stadium or at the Feather Market like it was initially reported, or either virtually today.
Well, thank you for this opportunity that we are given. Good afternoon to you and to your viewers. Well, Madam, we were advised by the office of the Speaker that the meeting that was adjourned on the 13th will continue today. We were given a notice. First notice was saying the meeting will be at 4. A subsequent notice was saying the meeting will be at 2. Another notice was saying that there will be separate venues. The coalition will meet at Feather Market, others will meet at the stadium. We asked him why that is the case. The response was there are security threats that they have since came across. Thereafter, we received another correspondence that says the meeting will now be virtually for everyone. We tried to get hold of the Speaker. We could not find him, understandably so, that today he is in court to fight his status, whether or not he is a member of the Northern Alliance. When we could not find him, then we were received by the Chief Whip, who have since told us that he will just listen to us, but he will not change anything. That the parties that raise concerns, they can go to Feather Market. We put it to him that is your security threats, EFF, Patriotic Alliance and the ANC, seemingly these are the parties that you are saying that they can go to Feather Market, irrespective of what was earlier reported that there is security threat. Then he said, no, let's give him time to go and consult his troika. He responded to us with an SMS saying that the meeting will go ahead as planned. Our experience has been when the meetings are in different venues, the Speaker will abuse his power to mute you when you are not saying what he wants to hear. So we're fearing that today we'll be confronted with that particular situation. Also, we're privy to information that illegally so, they want to sneak in about 3 items that are not on the agenda of today. And they knew very well that we're going to oppose those items because an agenda meeting, you cannot introduce a new item. Having reasoned with him and engaged with him, then we heard that the troika will be stationed at the fire station, and we know that where the Speaker will be, that's where the control of the meeting will be. we have told the Chief Whip, if you are not resolving this matter, we will go to where the Speaker is. That's why we are here today.
Will there be a council meeting, Mr. Gqeberha, as far as everything is not turning out the way that it is? There's an issue with the Speaker, Gqeberha. We are here. Have you seen him? What's the brief in terms of if council will sit today?
Well, in our interaction with the Chief Whip, he told us that they have decided to call off the meeting. We will be advised by the Office of the Speaker as to when the meeting will be reconvened. Remember, this meeting is a scheduled meeting that is in the calendar of meeting. It was supposed to be on the 13th. There are items that are so important in that agenda. Some of them is leases of land and selling some parcels of land. Also, there is rollover items and there is budget amendments that we needed to pass. That's how important this meeting is to us, because it talks to service delivery. Failure to hold this meeting, it means that service delivery will be derailed, and it is enough proof that these people, DA and them, when they were outside of power, they were thirsty for power. Now they are in office, they are unable to dispose the power that is at their disposal. We will request them graciously that they must return the power to the people, so that the people can deliver services to where they are supposed to be delivered.
Thank you, Mr. Gqeberha. That was, of course, ANC Councillor Wandisile Gqeberha, a former Chief Whip here at the Metro, Stephen. And I must make mention of the fact that now it seems as though service delivery will take a bit of a seat as far as things happening here in Nelson Mandela Bay, Stephen. But I do know that all the ANC councillors, as well as some EFF councillors, will now be moving to court where Gqeberha, the council speaker, will be. Stephen.
Indeed, our reporter Siphosethu Booi in Gqeberha for you this afternoon. Well,